My name is Jerry Woodfill. I've worked for NASA 54 years. I work in the robotics division, and my actual title is Technical Manager's Representative. And I began at NASA way back in the Gemini days, and we had two-man vehicle that would actually practice the kinds of things we needed to do to go to the moon. And when I first came on to NASA, I was a graduate of Rice University in electrical engineering. So I was assigned the alarm system. It was called the caution and warning system. And the purpose of that was to alert the astronauts any kind of a malfunction that might happen on their trip to the moon. That was my responsibility, to make sure they got back to Earth. I was responsible for the design of the Eagle that took Neil Armstrong to the moon's surface, as well as the Columbia that actually brought the astronauts all the way to the moon, while the Columbia and the lunar lander, and they all participated in that Apollo 11 mission. I had to deal with all kinds of problems we had with the lander as well as the mothership, because the alarm system would do things that had to be fixed. And some of those things, might give nuisance alarms, it would come on, and because they came on, it would distract the astronauts. And so I had to deal with the correction of all those problems. And so astronauts would visit with me, and the program managers would visit with me, and I'd explain to them, listen, I was only 22 years old, and can you imagine that? If it didn't work right, that could mean disaster. It could even mean death if the alarm system didn't work right. So I just tried to do my very best job. You know, everybody says failure is not an option. Well, for me, it was really true. It could not be an option. I give a program. I like to, talk about these missions, and I have songs about most of them. Return to sender, face the unknown, but please don't call us. There's no phone. And so I try to go out and give talks like I gave here at the League City Library to people, especially younger students, to encourage them to be able to, look for a STEM career and look to go to education, and it'll mean a big difference in their lives like it has in mine.